Well, hello. Welcome to Monday's marathon contribution, I should say. Today is day 23 of our 100-day marathon. Super stoked and excited. I have been needing, okay, do you see those boxes right there? Do you see? These are the labels out of painter's tape that I have been needing to redo for probably a couple of years, maybe a year. I'm looking at the wrong camera, maybe a year. I'm not sure. So we're going to make these, but with fabric. And we're going to use the little, I don't have the new stuff. There's new ones that have come out. I'd love to get them. If I get back in, I don't know. I'm still waiting to see where God wants me to go. But hello, I am Beth with Vintage Bandits, and we are in the Creative Bandits studio. And I'm so glad you're with me today. So if you are new, please say hello. If you are new and you aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go hit that subscribe button. And if you are on Facebook and you're not following me, I would love for a follow. That would be fabulous. So please just say hi and let me know how you are. And let's get to being creative and making some fun things for my IKEA boxes. That's just what they are. I have my stamps, and we're doing all stamp labels, but then I also have molds that I need to label and reorganize. I need to order some more of those, and I organize them by architecture, floral. The categories for these are architecture, verbiage, holiday. It could be any holiday. Full sheet stamp, I should say, full sheet. Let's add that on there to my little list of things. Full sheet stamp. So it's like all over. And then nature. And nature can be, nature can be flowers, animals. It's a wide one. So anyway, let's get to it. So I'm going to be, there's lots of different ones. This one is Insignia. This is so cute. It has the letters, but I don't want to use their, this isn't the look I'm going for, but I just pulled these out because these are the original ones, and they're so cute. So we may look at those, do a little play if we get done with all my labels. And so we've got options. Let me point you down. We have a couple of options. What's really cool about this is there's 4 different sets of letters, which is fun. And I think we're going to go with this one, but we're going to look at all of them. And I was like, I had these stored in there. How smart am I? I was like impressed with me, so that I could stamp with them. Good morning. We are going to be putting them on some fabric. So this is like an old sheet, or maybe it's a bed skirt or something. I'm going to show you. You can make little ones. You can put these on journals. You can put them on paper. You can put them on aprons. I have aprons. I did aprons for everybody when we were working together. This is some ribbon that we could put it on. We could use bigger letters for this. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. We have, I think I'm going to use the white because the boxes are white, but this is just, but we're going to play with this. These are just from, I think this is more of that ribbon. These are just drop cloths, which are really fun. And you can fray them up and do all kinds of fun stuff with them. So that's what I'm doing. But and then you can make a little bitty one. I thought we might make a tiny, tiny label with this, just to show. And you can also go in and you could just do like Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday. And you can make a ribbon with it, which is really kind of cool. You could tie up a journal with it or anything. So I'm going to be using this one because I think I'll be able to read it better. And let's get to it. And these are some fun labels. And I thought, I wanted to put them on some little mini file folders that I have, but I think they're too big. But we may go in and do some labeling like that if we have time. Let's see. We're just gonna play. I'm just using basic black because it's just the easiest thing. The first one we're gonna do is architecture. So I had to spell it out so I wouldn't do it wrong. Isn't that funny? Because I probably would. These are teensy weensy, so you kind of got to be careful and keep up with them. That's cute. It's got a little established. How fun. So, and I'll probably have to reuse a couple letters. These are just capitals, which is fine. Or I just want to see how much of paper I need. And I just think I've been meaning to do this for I don't know how long. And blessedly, I'm looking for content for my 100-day marathon. Tammy, how you doing? How are you doing? Do you know there's a junk journal club that meets once a month in Lexington? Did you know that? I had to spell it out. Architecture. E. There might not be much. E and then C. T-U-R-E. T-U, which we got T. T-U. Oh, we are having to redo a bunch of them. U-R. And then E again. So that's how long it needs to be. Okay, good. Now I know. I'm gonna need a little bit of a more time. Love him. Architecture. Okay, do I need a, I don't know if I'm gonna need a bigger stamp. Let's see, this one might work. Let's see. All right, architecture. That's pretty dang long, isn't it? Okay, so let me take it off of this fabric. A-R-R-H-R-K. T-E-C, right? U-R, oh, come on. E, architecture. That's about what it was, I think. A-R, oh, Beth, don't pick it up. E, I'm just trying E, C, U, R, E. That's kind of how long it's got to be. Is this one long enough for it? What on earth is wrong with me? I need a bigger one? I need a longer one? That's a big word, isn't it? Hang on, I'm gonna go get a longer one. Yeah, I haven't gone yet. I signed up to do one, and then I got a migraine, and I had to skip the first one I signed up for. Okay, hang on. Think about what we're doing. I'll be right back. Because I need a long one. Because that's a long word. Crazy how long that is. Come on. I need a long little thin there we go. We'll use this one. I just thought there's no way I need one for that, but that's a big word. Okay. That is a big word. Okie dokie. There we go. We're gonna lay this down. We're gonna straighten it up once we get it down there. Okay, we can line it up. Oh, that was so not fun. Okay, so we know we want it to be, I'm just gonna put it like this, and I'm gonna do it backwards again, which I totally should have just done this to begin with, but A-R-C-H-I-T, look at me, I can't spell. And then we're gonna say E. Once I get it in place, E, T-E-C, I'm just using this one line that I can't see, U-R-E, U-R. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp this, and then we go back and we fill in. Now I just want to make sure everything is kind of on that line. And honestly, it doesn't have to be perfect, because the only person that's going to see it is me. But I want to show you that you can do it. And it gives you a natural little space divider with the square of the stamps, which is kind of cool. Okay? Because these are little, and they're, you know, you can lose these very easily. And so we're just gonna put it, we can do, I think this was like a bed skirt, because it's more than a sheet. It's like linen. But I got it from Goodwill, I'm sure, for like $3. Now, I don't know if they're selling it like that anymore. Architecture. There we go. It's not perfectly straight, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it anyway. If you join, please say hello, because that's what really helps the channel. When you comment, you put likes or dislikes or hates or whatever it is. Okay, seriously? I can't even know I'm stamp bad. Oh my goodness, somebody. So I'm just tapping lightly because it does have that ridge underneath it. I don't know where, I need to re-ink it, and I don't know where that ink is in my move. And y'all, I was supposed to be getting a new dishwasher today, and the dude who was supposed to install it got hurt or something, and now no dishwasher. We haven't had one for 6 months. We're not going to talk about the reason why. Okay, and I'm just going to set this down. I want it to go kind of straight like that, and we're just going to lay it down. Now, when you're doing so I've got this. When you're doing fabric, you want it just to sink in there a little bit. So, just want the ink to sink down in there. And I'm just going to glue them to that box with some Fabrifix. I'll take pictures. Okay, so there we have that. Now, we need to put the R and the C. Okay, take the A off. Okay, I'm going to take these off like this. And we're going to do A-R-C-H. I think this will work. We'll see. Like, let's put a little space between them, just a little bit. Am I even on camera right here? Nope, not really. And why is it so dang dark? It's dark outside, which I don't think is very helpful at all. Okay. And we're just gonna press. Ding, 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 ding. Why do I have, I don't know, that needs to go over. My lights, I moved my lights because I did. See, it's kind of crooked, but I'm okay. And then we need E, is that it? I-T-E, all we need is the E. We could put the E right there, couldn't we? Duh. All we need is an E. So we'll just line it up like that, and then we're gonna, is that right? A-R, arc it. E-C, oh, I forgot the T. Ha! Okay, we'll get it. Hang on, see? Look at that. Architect, sure. Sure it is. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna put it right here like this. I don't care. I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that's funny. Okay, 1 down, 4 to go. I think that was the hardest one, so whew, praise be. All right, I'm just gonna put these on here, swipe them with a wet wipe, and then we'll do the next one. I pulled it. I know I have my wipes on this table because I knew that I was gonna need it. I knew I was gonna need them for the stamps. I did. I knew I was gonna need them. And it's literally, they just got and walked right off this table. All right, we're just gonna put them back. I'll clean them later. Okay, let's put them back on here so that we can keep up with them. amazing, if I do say so myself. Is that E even upside down? Nope, I did it. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for helping me. Okay, now we're going to do, there's architecture, and I forgot the T. I think it's going to be fun. I will totally be posting that, so y'all can laugh out loud with me. The next one is verbiage. So we want verbiage, probably, needs to be probably like that. It's little. Verbiage. I love how this phrase so beautifully. I think I can spell this actually. Let's do this and then we'll stamp it V. I'm not going to do that. I'm doing it on paper because I have ink. V-E-R, verbiage. Is that a word even? Is that a word? V A, I think it is G-E. I might be misusing it for what it is, but it works for me. It's just where I put all my letters or signs or, you know, connecting words, verbiage, and then we need the E, right? Okay. So let's do that right there. And then we can line them up. All we need to do is just get them sticky on here because they stick right to this plastic. If you don't have one of these, this is the second generation. I have all 3 generations of them. It started out clear like this one, and then it went to just squares, and then it went to where they put the circles. They have it so you can line up like arches and stuff. So cool what you can do with them, y'all. So cool. I still have some of those, or if you've got a local lady friend who's doing it, you go right ahead. I'm down for any of it. Verbiage. I'm gonna just do the E afterwards at the end. I'm not going to do yeah, okay, let's try to center it. We can always cut it if it's not centered. Really good. So does this inspire anybody to use your stamp? Now you can just use any letters that you have. I just had this one, and I just thought I need to use it, you know, so I'm just going to stamp those really good on there. And then I'm going to stamp this E again. Put it right there on the end. At least this one's kind of spelled correctly. I'm not going to redo that architecture. Now, typically, I might, but no. If I were going to put this out in my shop or something, I probably would redo it. But if it's just for me, I think it's fun. I don't care. You know me. Tammy, you know me. If anybody else is out there, please say hello. Okay, so we've got architecture and we have verbiage. Holiday is next. Holidays. Which I do because I'm not trying to leave anybody's name out of anything. I'm just look, I've never used that O. Oh, first time, yay. Look, cause it's hard coming up. I'm trying to spell and talk, which is such a bad thing for me to do. Because it covers anything that we do. You know, I put them all in there. Whatever stamp it is, whatever season it is. And we really we just have Christmas. But we also have like, there's stuff that could be, you know, it could be either way. So I just use holiday. Not to leave anybody out of it, aka Jesus. I just do it for, because I just put anything in there. It could be, there's something that's kind of Halloween. Not that we have that, or pumpkins. Pumpkins could go either way. They can go in nature. And so that's where you got to decide what you want. I mean, I could list what I have in there on the front. That would be really organized. You know, just have a list of all the stamps and put them in ABC order and blah, 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 blah. Not happening. Not in my world. Not happening. No. Not happening. Not happening. Just gonna tell you that. No. Not happening. Not happening. How about we get a little closer so y'all can actually see what I'm doing? Wouldn't that be nice if I would do that from the beginning, maybe? Look at my big, there we go. I started to pick up the fabric. So the IOD cling stamps are totally different than, am I getting it? I'm gonna try, there we go. You know, just don't worry about it, Beth. Just do it. Because they're cling so you can take them off. Like some I just cut around and use them. Some I, holiday. Ta-da! Aren't those cute? They're really cute to make, they're really cute to do labels on, you know, like a tote bag, if you want to customize it that way. If you want to make name tags, you can totally like put these and then attach the fabric to like a card that has a little something on it. Full sheet stamp. We're gonna do that in 3 words. So let's see. Let's do nature. Let's just do nature right now, and then we'll do the big one. How about, I'm gonna skip over full sheet stamp. Man, spelling, just kidding. N-A-T-U-R, thank you. Oh my gosh. E. Nice not to have to redo these. These are little, so you know, lining them up, but you can totally do it. You just got to practice. And guys, I have a piece of paper. This is butcher paper. No, this isn't. This is freezer paper, not butcher paper. And you can just sit here and you could practice, you know, you could practice anything. I just use these lines to kind of straighten them up, and it's just very helpful. They're tinted green for these little ones, which is like, thank you, Lord. Can you imagine trying to find these? No. I cannot. And you can, I will fray that later. And then you can, you know, add, if you want to add another category to it, you can. I might have some of these for sale in my craft yard sale. I don't know. I'm going to go through and see what I'm using and what I'm not. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm not sure. These are great to make little calling cards if you want to, which is kind of fun. We did that one time for a little pop-up shop at the when I had the building. Tammy, you came to the retreat, didn't you? Is that how we first met? How did your day go yesterday? You had to pop off, so I hope everything was good. And now, full sheet stamp. So let's do full, which is an F. That's my last name, Fairman. Full. Hello, Beth. You're kind of looking at them backwards, I'll be honest with you. Full. Okay. Full. And then we need another L. Full. Okay, and then we're going to do sheet. That could go really ugly if I... Sheet. T, full sheet, and we need space stamp, and then S, T, A, M. I haven't used the M, I don't think. M, P, full sheet stamps. I will put an S on the end. So we're going to do full sheet, full. Okay, so let me, I was just doing this so I could see how long. Well, it can't be super long because it can't be longer than the thing. So we're just going to have to make it work. You know what? I could do full sheet and do stamps on another piece of fabric. What? You broke your back? What are you talking about? You broke your back? How on earth did you break your back? girl, friend, full sheet. Okay, and we're gonna do that over there. I'm just gonna pick it up like this. How did you do that, honey? Did I not know that? I am the worst possible friend ever. Am I not? I'm just gonna put that there. Full sheet. I'm just moving it down so I can have some spacing. Full sheet. S. It's a little bigger than the S. There we go. T. Let's go. Doesn't have to be perfect. You totally left the T out of architecture. So girl, it's not like perfection is what we're going for here. When did that happen? Girl, are you okay? What did they say? How did I not, did you tell me? And I'm just so self-absorbed. Yes. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I thought you were the journal. You know I'm crazy, right now? Oh, I think full. I don't even know if this is straight. Doesn't matter. I'm the only one that's going to see it. Does it really matter? I'm the only one that's going to see it. Isn't that right? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to do this separate. I'm going to do the E. That. Put that down and then do the L. Good morning, Tony. We are doing labels. I'll show you in just a second for organizing my stamps. Okay. L, 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 L. Thank you, L. Thank you, L. And I'm trying to put a space. I used to say all over, but I wanted to say, I'm trying to be a grown-up. Full sheet. Okay, and then stamp. S-T-A-M-P. Stamp. Okay. I want stamps, but we're going to have to start with stamp first. And guys, these disappear so easily, and they stick to everything. So you know what I'm saying? When I'm saying full sheet stamps, it's because they're like all over, like the catwalk and the snake skin one. What is that called? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm just, sorry. Here we go. I'm just using the lines. It's not in camera, Beth. Hello. Not in camera. Oh, I will. I will. You just picked up a box. What was in the box? Bricks? Girl. We are not young anymore. Full sheet stamps. And we gotta do this. I will. Yes. Can y'all hear my animals? That's my babies. That's my babies. Molly, my dog, I can't believe I'm telling you all this, but I have an almost 11.5-year-old dog. Almost. She'll be 11.5 in October. Yeah, so she's 11. And she's a 100-pound Pyrenees Anatolian. Full sheet stamps. Okay, now we're going to stamp this off. I'm going to wipe it down in a bit, but I just want to stamp off. Press them down, and you got to clean them, and then they get kind of, they don't have a stick, so if you've ever used these, you know you kind of have to stay on top of that and clean them. But I don't always do that, and it's nice to pull out some fun stuff that I haven't done for a while. Be a little creative. I've been wanting to do these labels for over a year, and I just, you know, life gets busy when you're running a shop. Oh, I just dropped one. See, I lost a stamp. Look, I lost my A. It went right down on the floor. I am not kidding you. So I need to clean it with the baby wipes that I had pulled to use today, because, you know, you need that, right? And I don't know what I did with them. I put them someplace close. Yeah, just buried them very deep. buried them very, very deep. So you want to clean the back and the front. The back restores the sticky when it's clean, for the most part. Okay. And I'm just gonna go over all of them to wipe off the black. This is not how you do it. This is how I'm doing it. Yeah, oh, I will. You should put it up on the Creative Tribe, the club, and let everybody see them. I bet they're fabulous. Okay, now here we go. So here we go. This is what I had. Literally, yeah. And I've been wanting to do this forever. And now I have this. Isn't that so much better? Let's see if we can see them. Okay, verbiage. See, verbiage. And I'm just going to put it right here on my totes. Can y'all see my IKEA totes? I'll take a picture. Yes! So stoked about that. Finally. All right, let's talk about what you can do with the other ones as I fall down. And I'm going to tell you, I did a live last night. I recorded next Sundays. I worked on the big book. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm telling you, I was up close, and my face, the wrinkles in my face were, I was like, I got to get a filter on that. I never like to use filters, but I'm like, dang, that is rough. Rough, rough, rough. Okay, let's make a little label. How about we do that with this ribbon? We're going to play one little label play, and then, good, I've got a little journal to show you, and then I say we can do a label. Let's see. Maybe I'm going to use these little ones. These just seem really kind of modern. I love the established, though, but maybe we'll use these. This is very kind of like collegiate. So, I don't know. Let's do a little, these labels are so cute. Is there anyone you all want to see particularly? They're so fun. You know what? This would have been really good on, this would have been so good on the apothecary thing we did. Where's the big one? This. On this, those would have been so cute to do a little one of that. And it would be fun to go in and stamp. Maybe I did those, but to use one of these little ones and stamp it and put the swatch inside that. Wouldn't that be cute? Oh, that's fun. I completely forgot about these. But do you like little, I don't know if I like this at all. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to do this little one. Let's just take them out of their sleeves. They have really fun detail. I don't know if you can see it on fabric. That's the only thing. That's why I'm trying to just do, they have all kinds of itty bitty detail. This one is like pharmacy in French. They all have just little, the detail is just insanity. It's so beautiful. That has flowers. It's really cute. But I think I'm going to try this one right here. This is fun. And I think I want to stamp it maybe a couple of times on here. And this could become like a swatch or something on fabric. I don't know. Maybe. 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 Do I have one that's kind of the size of this ribbon? Yes. So I'm trying to get something that kind of matches the size. Yes, they're glorious, aren't they? I try to get the look of the size of, now does this go? Doesn't matter. Okay, it's just got a little detail to it. So I'm just going to make it easier for me to try and line it up, seriously. Okay, do y'all want to see architecture? I misspelled architecture really fast. I left the T out. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go with it. Yeah. If I had a shop, I would probably fix it. But, you know, it's just me. And maybe I wouldn't even fix it if I had a shop. Because, you know, I don't care. Look how cute. Oh, that's got paint on it, doesn't it? Okay. So basically, we're just going to... Can you believe I did that? Y'all, someone just needs to dig a ditch and put me in it. Okay. Ooh. See, it doesn't really come through, but you could totally fill in with like the color. That would be fun. Let's see if I can stamp it on paper. Maybe it would show up a little better for you. It's got some really awesome detail. Let me find a piece of paper. Let's use the back of this. And I'll show you what these look like on paper because they're so pretty. I don't even know if these are still available. I am so out of the club. Oh, so out of the club. Which is totally fine. I still love everybody there. I love what they make. I love their products. I love it all. So you don't get any of that. Look at that detail. Isn't that glorious? I think it might show up better on white. I think this is probably not the best one though because it's very simple, but I was thinking it would probably work better for what we want. But this one is glorious. You can make these into calling cards, guys. Let's do that. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I will show you what I'm talking about. So you just get some cardstock, cut it up any color. I totally think I smeared it. We'll see. But the detail on these, on the stamps that they give us is just, look at that. Isn't that glorious? I feel like it's so pretty. I forget how gorgeous these are. All right, I'm going to go in, I'm gonna pull the cursive out, and I want you to see how pretty. Where are they? Where are you? There you go. I'm gonna pull out the B or the E. Probably B because I am Beth. I don't go by Elizabeth much. Will that fit in there? Yes. So you could do like you could do your initial. You could make little note cards. You can make some cards for a wedding present. How fun would that be? Aren't these pretty? So you can do my ring, you know, because I've lost some weight. God, I've gained some back. I'm so mad. Look, isn't that cute? Wouldn't that be gorgeous on a note card and as a wedding present and stamp like 8 of those? Ding, ding. Yeah, I think that would be really, really pretty. And they're just, you know, these have gorgeous, these are beautiful frames as well in here. I mean, incredible. Where's a good drippy one? Oh, that one is just so ornate. This one, and I love this one. I have so bougie dreams, not really. But I do love a good, oh, see, I put it right there. This one is so ornate. It's kind of crazy how much detail it has. I just want y'all to see it. It's so pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna share this notebook that I finished the journal that we made out of pages. I want you all to see it. I finished filling it. I mean, covering the pages. Any of these, you could cut these out, put them into, you know, you could watercolor these and then fussy cut them out, put them in a journal. How fun would that be? This has such, it's just very Baroque. It's just yummy, yummy, yummy. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? Oh, I think it's so pretty. I just need to make me some stamps. This one would be really pretty for, you kind of see that, it's hard to see. Aren't they just beautiful? They're just beautiful. You use that at fall. Oh my gosh, just so you could make them seasonal or whatever. And aren't they pretty? You could watercolor them. You could add some gold to them on the wrong side. So there's lots of options, friends. If you don't have any of these, I don't have any more. They have a bunch out there. I don't know if, I am unsure if they still are selling this one. I know they have, you get the little envelopes to keep them in, which is really cool. Each one has an envelope. I'm just gonna set these aside and I will put it away later, but that is fun. Oh, there, nope, yep, there's that one. I'm just looking for the cover of each one. This needs a cover somewhere. Not there, not there. I'll find it. It's gotta be here somewhere. Okay. And I will put it all back together. I'm not gonna make y'all watch me do that, but it's pretty cool. So, and they show you everything on the back, you know. And there's ideas everywhere online. So look at that fun. I finished, remember we did this? It's made out of paper to look like envelopes. I finished covering it. So this is a pocket. I'll show you how they work. It's just a page. I left this because I thought it was so good, and then I covered it. And this is the cover. I want to do something really fun here. I don't know what I want to do, but you can, let's find some little things to show you how they work as a pocket. I have little, you know, I have little ephemera things sticking around here someplace. This is way too big, but I just want y'all to pretend that it's not, okay? Maybe there's something in here. Are the little things in here? Yes, there's some little things in here. So, like this could be a pocket right there, a little tuck right there. We'll start from the beginning. So this is your beginning page. So I'm going to do something fun. I don't know what, but something. And then you could write what this is. You just put in, you know, it could be vacay, whatever. Full sheet. This is a little tuck spot right there. Then a full sheet. And this has this spot, this tuck spot is kind of more like this way. So it goes down. It doesn't, you don't tuck here. You tuck down into it like that. Isn't that kind of fun and different? Which I thought was fun. And then this is a full page, and then this is a tuck as well, like that. I just like those pockets better for some reason. And then if you wanted to, you could just tie it up. I could have stamped on this. Totally could stamp the name on this. It's really cute, tied up. That would be a fun little gift to make. I think I showed you how to make this. I don't know what day it was, but I think I did, didn't I? Didn't I? And then I was thinking those stamps would be really cute as I put them up, but I have a little folder maker thingamajig that Carmen showed me about. So this is just made out of brown cardstock. This is made out of cardstock. It was a printable, and so I just cut it out. There's a little pocket. This is a printable. This was my very first ones. Yeah. This is one that I just cut out from a file folder. This, Carmen did these. Look how cute that is. This, I just love it. I wish I had more. This I did out of a blue folder. How fun. This is the same as the other one. These are Nick the Booksmith, and I love these. Aren't they fun? This is one of my very first things that I made, which is fun. And this one, this is from a transfer, and these are just labels from someplace, but this is coffee dyed. Isn't that the coolest thing? But you could totally stamp a label and then stamp that in there, which I think would be fun. These are really cute to tuck into journals. I don't know if there's one small enough for this, and it's not the same colorway, but this would be really cute back here, or even to tuck it back here and have it open. I didn't even know how to do the brown stuff back then, y'all. This is probably 6 or 7 years old. Isn't that funny? But you could easily tuck one in here. You could just glue up the sides. It could be double pocket, or you could have it, glue it down, have this fold out, and have pockets inside that. So You can make little bitty folders. If you have this, you can reduce the size to fit whatever size you want to make it. So on this one, this is all glue. This is all glued. It was, look at that. I just ripped that. Let's glue that again. You could sew them, I guess. I don't sew anything, Tony, because I'm very inept at sewing. I keep ripping this. This is not, I don't sew anything much. I'm just not good. Hey, Carol, how are you? Hello. But this is a really fun, easy journal to just kind of throw together, you know? It kind of came together pretty easy. And I wanted to show you another one of these that I had made, and I thought would be fun to show you all. These are great just to stick over, and you can put tall things, you can make pockets on the back. It can be a flip out, it could just be a present. I'm trying to figure out where. I thought I grabbed one to show you all that there are options, that I have made more than one. It's just, my organization is, I've just got a lot on my brain right now trying to leave for vacay, and I'm living in squalor, and I'm very upset that I'm not gonna have a dishwasher. But anyway, she's cute. We did this. Yes, I totally will. Tammy, I'll add it to my list. Hey, I'll pull out my little calendar, and I'm gonna say, make file folders. Where's my pencil? Didn't I bring it with me? I thought I had it on here. Let me grab one. Let's put it on the calendar. We'll put it in right now. So this is an A4. I was watching Leslie. Still got to do something there, but I wanted to do a smaller calendar. I don't know if this is going to work for me or not. This is this week. Let's do, we'll do it on Wednesday, making small file folders. Small file folders. All right. So tomorrow I am hoping to either style my foyer with you all or style my breakfast bar, which is probably going to be that. I'm doing some fun stuff like that I'll tell you kind of what I'm doing because I'm going to be gone. Thank you so much, Carol. I am going to do a porch remake that's going to be recorded. I've already recorded Sundays. And my anniversary is on Thursday. No, yep, is it? Nope, yep. Yeah, it is. Oh, yes. And so next week is going to be, I'm going to do a lot of there'll probably be 25 to 30 minutes, but, I'm doing a 15-minute challenge that I'm going to give myself. I'm going to get a box of stuff and then just make something in 15 minutes, and that's it. And then we're going to do a family room rejig. Wait, is that this week? Why do I have that twice? Styling for you. I don't have that. I'm going to talk about how I need to spruce up the mantle redo. If I can get things cleaned, I'll do this. If not, I'll probably be making journals. Using and matching color combination. What is that? Combinations? Using and matching color combo. I don't know. I know what that is, but I don't know. And so I want to do one where I react to an old craft a long time ago and then try to remake it. And then I'm going to be sharing my Brain Bleed story. So, and then junk journal play on Sundays are going to be junk journal play for sure. So what is that? Reacting to using and matching color combos. I don't know what that is. What was I going to do? I don't know what that is. But I'm trying to be organized in my 100-day marathon, which is really hard. Hey guys, isn't that butterfly cute? I need some gold splatter. Isn't that cute? I think it's adorable. That turned out really good, didn't it? I was kind of pleased with it. I'm gonna do another one. All right, guys, I'm gonna be done. I so appreciate y'all playing with me. I'm going to pull back a bit because it really makes me look old when I go back and edit these. Yes. So I'm kind of like, great. Awesome. So thanks for being with me, guys. This was day 23. Is that right? Let me look on my, let me put my glasses back on so I can see. It is day 23. Yeah, 23 days. I remember doing a 30-day, and I only did it like during the week. I will say that was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. In my brain, that may have been before. I maybe that could have been 7. I may have been right after my brain. I don't know. My brain bleed was crazy. Anyway, but I want to share that story with y'all. Has that been wonky the whole time? Maybe. I didn't have any earrings on, and I just had these laying here. I just threw them on because I thought we need something. So day 23, tomorrow will be day 24. Please go out there and be creative, y'all. Do something fun today. There's something about being creative. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just does something to your mind, your body, your stress level. There's just something miraculous about your using creativity. You don't have to be perfect. There's no standards. Just do it. Just do it. I will. I'll be back tomorrow, though. I'm not gone yet. We leave Saturday. It's close by. It's a family reunion vacation, and we have friends staying in the house with taking care of the dogs, so that's good. Oh, I was going to share Molly's story with y'all. Okay, so she did not go to the bathroom this morning. She would not get up for a walk. She got up and ate, went back to bed. She would not get up and go outside. I don't know why, but she was sound asleep in my bed, and I was having a piece of toast with a little bit of jelly and butter on it, and she sleeps on my bed with me. She lays there. Tony's already gone, and I have stuff over my bed so that the dirt and stuff doesn't get on my bed, and I change the sheet like every other day. Literally, I looked at her and I thought, she's got to poop. She's 11, y'all. She's got to poo. Jumps up, dropped another one on her little, we have a big chaise lounge at the foot of our bed so that she can get up easy. And then she did get off the carpet. She didn't do that. The carpet just landed on sheets. I covered the chaise with sheets. And then she had the 2 or 3 in the family room for me. And you know what I did? I just kept eating my toast. I was like, I'm not getting up. I'm so tired. She snored all night. She was crazy. Isn't that gross? But you know, what are you supposed to do? I've had babies. I mean, I've been around, that stuff forever. So I don't care. If y'all think that's gross, bye. But that's my life. That's my glamorous life. Picking up poo from my old dog. Love her so much. I do. All right. Y'all be blessed. Have an amazing, amazing day. Go be part of the solution. Let's not be part of the problem, guys. Let's do the next right thing that we are able to control and touch. And we can control how we react to people. We can control how we treat people. We can control everything. So let's just be a part of that group that just loves people well. Let's just do that. Let's just